Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Celtics enter the postseason with the best record in the conference. But now, the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the 76ers? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
It's time to kick off the postseason. Round 1, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And you can just feel the energy here tonight. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Boston Celtics here in Boston. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. So let's take a look at the starters for the Philadelphia 76ers. We've got Paul George. Joel Embiid is out there with Maxey. And it's Grimes in at 2-guard. And for Boston, the 2 J's, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5. Taking a look at Boston, they had a great season and are expected to control their destiny in this series.
I'll tell you what, it'd be a shock if they didn't run through this series. With that said, we know anything can happen in the postseason.
Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that one.
Constant evolution of Embiid's game, really impressive. The credit to his work ethic. He continues to get better, becoming a bigger threat with his improved arsenal.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw, no good.
Clearly an MVP caliber talent now. Embiid continues to impress with his versatility on both ends. A man that big shouldn't be able to do the stuff that he does with the ball.
Now here's White. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. I talked to him about Joel Embiid, and Coach told me Embiid does have us worried. He's just so physical out there, but we're going to be physical right back and get in his face when we can, so they'll be trying to challenge the big man all night.
As always, Allie, thank you. Nice shot by George.
You've got to be alert to where George is out on that perimeter because that jumper of his has become dangerous.
Holiday against Maxey, and the basket by Holiday.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Chalk up 2 there.
Like an eel slipping into the paint. Drew Holiday glides past the other guys and gets himself right to the bucket.
Now here's George. Shoots over Brown. Nice shot by George. George has got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Brown against George. Pass to Tatum.
Coming at you with so many ways to get his points. Tatum draws a lot of contact throughout the game. Gets himself to the line.
Boston shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Jason Tatum at the line for
that one's off. He hits the second from the line.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness. Always pushing himself is Jason Tatum.
Maxey against Holiday. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He misses the free throw. And he he's good on the second. The Celtics have gone 3 of 4, off to a nice start. Pass to Tatum. Drives to the hoop, and finished off by Tatum.
Cannot let Tatum roll to the bucket. When he's got a head of steam, he's going to finish with power.
Holiday against Maxey. And he lays it up and in.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
And White has got the ball here for the Celtics. Brown looking around. Here's Holiday. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in. 6 points for him.
You know, Drew Holiday has so many great attributes, but I think maybe perhaps the best one is his mindset. He's even-keeled, he competes at a high level, and he never backs away from a challenge.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And here are the Sixers now, following the bucket by Boston. Here's Yabusele. No made baskets yet. Clock at 4. And that one's long. The Celtics with the lead. Oh, George with a steal. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Number 20, Jared McCain.
The 76ers have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. On the wing, Holiday. Outside, Porzingis. White finds Porzingis. The kick out to White. Fires the 3. Kept alive. Here's Tatum. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Driving to the basket. Count it. Good. Tatum's got 9.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle. And that their offensive.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Oubre, he's checked in for George. For 3, Maxey. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brown inside. He's covered by Oubre. And yep, it's good.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Cornette's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Al Horford comes in for Jason Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Yabusele. Yet to see a basket. Pass to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Embiid. Nice move. He got a piece of it. Horford passes to Brown. Here he goes. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Well, we've seen them take advantage of the lanes given to them so far. The defense isn't plugging it up, and it's being exploited.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Here's Pritchard. Nails it from 3.
You can't. Can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Knocks down the triple. Maxi's got 11 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Pass to Pritchard. It's Brown on the wing. Here's Pritchard. Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's George. He's got 5.
Horford doing a nice job that time using his length to get that shot block.
Pritchard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Pritchard's got his second basket on the night.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Horford against George. Shoots over Horford. George, good. He's got 7.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
And here's Horford for 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for the Boston Celtics. He had solid production this quarter with scoring and rebounding. We'll be right back after this word. Time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got Kyle Lowry, Paul George out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Andre Drummond, and it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. Here's McCain. No points yet. To the paint. Here's Drummond. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
When Drummond's points come, they tend to come inside. He's got a lot of ways to beat you down low.
The kick to Tatum. Takes the 3. Tatum! Money from deep.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And the jam by Drummond.
One of the key components of Drummond's game, he's an intimidating presence on the offensive glass.
Oh, Tatum with a throwdown.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard. He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Pass to George. Puts up a 3. Sinks it from distance. George has got 10 points in the game.
They've struggled, but hey, you cannot lay it at his feet. Offensively, he's getting it done.
Here's Tatum. Oh, and a great bucket from Tatum. Taking the hit.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
It's George on the wing. Pass to McCain. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
Tatum inside. Drummond's there. Good. Jason Tatum again. Tatum's got 20 points.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
And here's George. Let's go with a three. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Tatum against Lowry. Outside Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Philadelphia ball. Shooting for Philadelphia, McCain, 1 shot.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum. Man, is he getting it done today.
With the amount of damage he's doing inside, a defensive adjustment must be made.
There they are. Make some noise for Celtics Entertainment. Give it up once again for your Celtics Entertainment.
Here's Grimes. He's covered by Holiday. Tatum with the block.
There's the length Tatum provides on the defensive side. He can change a game on that end. And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Sixers foul, Joel Embiid. First personal.
These are his first free throws of the game.
At the line for 2, Jaylen Brown.
Shooting 2.
That free throw misses.
Look, you've got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league. He put in a lot of work. He shoots it well from the floor and line.
Now here's Maxey. He's got 11. George outside. Pass to Embiid. The three. The Sixers with another miss. Celtics lead by 14. Outside Tatum. Oubre against Brown. Tatum on the drive. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That's on Joel Embiid.
When he's driving inside, Tatum is either going to finish or get himself a trip to the line.
And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Tatum. The 76ers making a switch here. And so Tatum nails both of them.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Definitely, that's one of the reasons they're in front right now.
Maxey finds Oubre. Here's Grimes. Philadelphia with another miss.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Maxey following the bucket by Boston. Outside Oubre. There's the triple. And Maxey gets it to go on the assist by Oubre. Maxi's got 14 points.
Usually you can expect Oubre to be the finisher, but when somebody else is this open, he moves the rock.
On the wing, Holiday. The three is up. Knocks it down from distance.
Now shooting the three ball at almost a 60% clip. They've been blazing this second quarter.
Maxey against White. Embiid, a screen on White. Here's Maxey. Boston pulls it in. Tatum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Porzingis passes to White. It's stolen by Maxey. Pass to Grimes. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here's Maxey. 14 points for him. Here's Yabusele. Pass to George. And that's good for 2. George has got 12 points.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Outside Tatum. White for 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. And the Celtics lead by 20.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Brown against George. Oh, and the dunk by George!
And you know what? For me, these dunks show exactly how great an athlete George is. I mean, sometimes you're surprised that the basket doesn't come down with the force he punches it with.
Here's Grimes. Pass to George. Takes a 3. Grimes' shot is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Holiday finds Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The floater, and he lays it up and in. Tatum's got 26.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill.
And so it's Boston ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm alongside Coach Nick Nurse, and I know you're not too happy with the execution at the defensive end. What needs to be cleaned up?
Yeah, we're making some mistakes on some of the switches. We're making some mistakes on some of the weak side. And then when we did get them to miss a couple, they tipped them right back in. So lots to clean up there.
Okay, it'll be a tough halftime speech from Coach.
Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
And we thank you for joining this postseason broadcast, and it's been an outstanding first half for the Boston Celtics.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. Looking at how the Celtics are doing in this series. Fellas, at this point in the series, what are you seeing from them?
They have been all business, showed up prepared, made the right moves, and gotten it done.
You can see it in their eyes, man. You know they're the better team out there tonight, and they see it. They're letting everyone else know it too.
Yeah, continuing to make a statement here, that's for sure. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round... One game continues. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the point. That's the Boston 5. Here's Grimes, outside Maxey. Embiid with it. Steps back and fires. Basket counts.
Embiid, a versatile shot maker, showing off his mid-range game there.
Holiday up top. Maxey covering. And the basket by Holiday.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Grimes' shot is off.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
White, the pass to Brown. Pass to Tatum. Here's Porzingis. Excellent D there from Embiid.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Count that one.
And George is not just a scorer now. He also passes the ball well, looking to keep his guys involved.
Holiday against Maxey. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
George's shot is off. Boston leading by 18. Outside, Brown. Oh, and a dunk by Brown.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out there with jams like that.
George outside. Pass to Embiid. Back to George. And he drives in. And the jam by George.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Tatum, a screen on Maxey. Holiday from long range. Unable to get that one.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Maxey. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston.
And Brown is a guy who is hunting contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him when they're defending.
He's made one and missed one so far at the line.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots.
Free throw good. Brown. And both free throws good for Brown.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort level. Not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a phenomenal amount of energy out there.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Up top, Maxey. He's guarded by White. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the 76ers. Maxey taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That free throw's good from Maxey. And he makes both free throws. Celtics lead by 18. Here's White. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. White's got 10.
Outstanding concentration that time by White on the take. Played through the contact and scored.
For three, Maxey. Philadelphia with another miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. That's how you win games.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Richards checked in for White. Knocks down the long J.
Nice job finding the open teammate that time. What a pass right there from Embiid.
Here's Pritchard driving inside. Yep, that one's good. Pritchard's got his third basket on the night right there.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Holiday against Maxey. And that's up and in. 5 for 12 in this game.
He's hard to stop when given any room to operate at all.
Celtics lead by 17. Outside Tatum. Soft touch off the glass. Tatum's got 28 points for the game.
Tatum clearly putting on the show in this one. Doing it all.
Maxey surveys. Count the basket. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now Tatum. 28 points for him. And that one good.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Holiday against Maxey. Here's Yabusele. Back to Maxey. Pass to Grimes. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists tonight. The Celtics have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Holiday passes to Pritchard. On the wing, Tatum. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Tatum's got 6 here in the quarter.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Yabusele, pounded by Tatum. 6 to shoot. Maxey passes to Grimes. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
You know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Here's Pritchard. He has 7. Porzingis passes to Tatum. Jacks up a 3. Drains the triple. Tatum's got 35 in the game.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Maxey passes to Embiid. 41 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's in there. Embiid's got 5.
And their outside game is simply evaporated here in the second half. Not a lot of great looks from deep.
Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Tatum's athleticism as he drives, really impressive. I mean, just shredding the defense to pieces there.
Here's Yabusele. Here's Grimes. He's got 13. Drills it from deep. George has got 19 points.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside Porzingis. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got 5 assists in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I That's a terrific answer there.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Boston out in front. They lead by 18. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining 2K Sports and our coverage of this first round. 76ers trail by 18. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Kelly Oubre out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Maxey, and it's McCain in at the 2. Maxey on the wing. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Celtics.
I mean, they've played some beautiful basketball all game. The passing has been impressive, and it's opened up things with their ball movement.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
It's blocked. Shot from the low post is good. Tatum's got 41.
Relentless in his approach. He has one thing on his mind: close this game out.
Drummond, the screen on Tatum. For 3, Maxey getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Pass to Hauser. Lets the 3 fly. Drummond grabs the miss. 76ers trail by 16. Outside Maxey. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. To the middle. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
You know, Drummond always looks like he's trying to tear the basket down when he dunks.
Tatum looking it over. And Grimes pulls it down. The 76ers have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense. A nice shot by McCain.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Tatum with it. And Drummond picks him up defensively. Cornette at the post. Pass to Tatum. Back to Cornette. Here's Pritchard. Horford outside. Here's Hauser. Austin again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. Holiday's checked in for Cornette. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Thank you for that, Allie. 76ers trail by 10. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle. That time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, they've been pretty careless so far, racking up a number of fouls in very little time.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Grimes. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
And, you know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
There's Tatum with the 3. He drops it from range. Tatum's got 44.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on these guys. He's heating up from outside.
Here's McCain. Holiday grabs the miss.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
George outside. Here's the pick from behind the arc. Doesn't fall. He's 8 for 15 from the floor now. Here's Holiday. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Well, that's an example of the speed and strength of Holiday. Fully on display there. He's so good at scoring on the drive and playing through physical defense.
Here's George. Horford with the block. And he stays with it. A clear look for Embiid. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got 4 assists in the game. Outside Tatum. Takes it inside. Oh, goodness! Jason Tatum!
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display. What a move to the bucket.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Cornette's checked in for Boston. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Maxey's checked in. Here's Yabusele. George outside. Fires the 3. The Sixers again can't hit. And it's Tatum with the ball for the Celtics. They led the game at one point by 20. Into the lane. Again! What an avalanche!
Oh my goodness. 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show.
They're making it look easy out there, just having fun.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
They set the pick. The 3 is up. Nice shot by George. George has got 22.
You know, George is unstoppable when he puts it all together like this.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Tatum drives in. Yet another bucket.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine. Getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
.152 left in the fourth quarter. Drops in the 3. Embiid's got 5 points now this quarter.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes.
And another one!
He's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Here's Maxey. And he makes it on the layup. Maxey's got 14 points here in the second half.
That's what you call playing big. He just stays committed to the attack mode.
And sometimes that's the best power.
And again!
What a performance. He's now tied for 3rd most points in single-game playoff history.
Boy, the way he's been scoring the ball, you had a feeling he'd leave his name in the record books.
And his 57 ties him with Donovan Mitchell's bubble game in 2020. Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions. And capturing the series momentum up front, this is a monster Game 1 win for the Celtics.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And they have to be pleased with how they got this series started tonight. A nice 1-0 lead.
The key now is
another bucket! Wow!
He
is scorching hot.
Well, I know this. He now ranks third all-time for single-game scoring in the postseason. Simply stunning.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going? We'll see.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Tries again. From the arc. Oh, connects again.
And he's now tied the all-time mark for points in a playoff game.
Boy, he's been cooking since the opening tip, and they've been powerless to slow him down.
His airness with some company on that lofty perch.
There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. The three. Another one falls. Amazing.
And he set a new all-time record for single-game scoring in the playoffs.
Oh, a night to remember. And for those of us fortunate enough to witness it, one I'm sure we'll never forget.
And Michael Jordan, the GOAT, holding that top spot for decades. To see him surpassed, wow, just crazy.
So it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And it always takes a lot of pressure off. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during the first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you later.
We'll be back to see us again soon. Have a safe trip home.